We are doing the same type of compounds for benzene, that is will be known as chlorobenzene, or it can be called haloarenes. If I was using haloalkanes earlier because halogen was attached on the alkane, now it is present on the benzene ring, so we call it haloarenes. So chlorobenzene can be written as on the benzene there is chlorine atom, or also can be written as C6H5Cl. So to prepare it, you know 2-benzene, if I directly react chlorine in presence of FeCl3, it's going to give you chlorobenzene. So FeCl3 writing of that is very, very important. Second reaction is diazotization, and diazotization takes place when aminobenzene reacts with HNO2 in presence of HCl. So aminobenzene, or it is also called aniline. So HNO2 is nitrous acid. In presence of nitrous acid at 0 degrees centigrade, N from here and Cl form C6H5N2Cl, which is benzene diazonium chloride. So benzene diazonium chloride is an important compound which can make many other compounds. So we will come across this reaction many times. So at the moment, benzene diazonium chloride is reacting with cuprous chloride, Cu2Cl2, in presence of HCl to give chlorobenzene and nitrogen, and this reaction is known as Sandemeer's reaction. If the same reaction is done in presence of copper and HCl, same products, and the reaction will be now known as Gattermann's reaction. So two types of reactions from benzene diazonium chloride can give you chlorobenzene. Now see an important properties of chlorobenzene. The first reaction I have written chlorobenzene plus NaOH. You would think that directly C6H5OH and NaCl can be formed, but no. This is a two-step reaction. In the first step, only H and Cl combined, C6H5ONa is formed. So that is called sodium phenoxide. Why phenoxide? Because C6H5 group is also called a phenyl group. And there is oxygen here, so sodium phenoxide is a stable compound. So the HCl which is formed here again reacts with it to form C6H5OH and NaCl. So this is also used in the preparation of phenol. C6H5OH is phenol. So phenol can be formed by Dow's process. Your question might say convert chlorobenzene to phenol. So you know that you are first going to react with a base, then you will react with an acid. Second reaction, as we have already done, NH3 changes, you can write as HNH2 and HCl goes out, so C6H5NH2, which is aniline, is formed. With a cyanide, C6H5Cn and CuCl are formed. All cyanides, whenever they are reacted with water in presence of any acid, when I write H+, it means some acid. So in presence of any acid, always cyanide part changes into COOH form. So cyanide changes into an acid, and this acid will be known as benzoic acid. Now see some important properties of chlorobenzene. The name is called electrophilic substitution reaction. We have done earlier in class 11 that the electrophile attacks onto the ring because the ring contains large quantity of electrons which are distributed on the entire ring. So electrophile, electron loving group comes to the ring, and the ring is ortho-para directing group, which means one compound will be ortho, the other will be a para product. So firstly, why is that formed? That the ring undergoes, the chlorine atom gives electrons to the ring, activating the ring, and activation takes place at ortho position, para position and ortho position. Remember to make a double bond at these places and positive charge on chlorine and negative charge at ortho, para and ortho positions. Ortho, para and ortho positions. also. Alternate to this will be a double bond, where you make this alternate double bond, where you make this alternate double bonds, and so on. So the ring is active at ortho and para position. That is why the products formed are one compound ortho and the other para. So if chlorobenzene reacts with chlorine in presence of FeCl3, Cl is already on the ring. So one product contains Cl at this place, the other product contains Cl at para position. So two compounds are formed, one is ortho, one is para. So we call it 1,2-dichlorobenzene, 1,4-dichlorobenzene, and HCl is formed. Second is nitration. In case of nitration, both these compounds will be written on the arrow, but HNO3 will react. Think of HNO3 as OHNO2, and NO2 gets attached onto the ring, and since you are removing one hydrogen from here, only then you attach something. That hydrogen and OH forms water. So again, one product is ortho, the other product is para. So in this case, NO2 is at the ortho position here. In the second stage, ortho, and the para position, NO2. Similarly, for sulfonation, only concentrated sulfuric acid will be written, and you will write down SO3H at the ortho position and SO3H at the para position. So in both the cases, one product ortho is formed and the other product, which is para product, is formed. Now the next reaction is called Friedel-Crafts reaction. Friedel-Crafts reaction can be of two types. One is called alkylation, the other is called acetylation. Alkylation means alkyl group, CH3, C2H5, any such group will get attached. Acetylation means COCH3 will get attached. So in the first one, I have written CH3Cl, and CH3 gets attached at the ortho position and also at the para position. So two products are formed. One is at the ortho position, other is at the meta position. Now since methyl group is higher, so I've given this methyl group place 1 in seniority table and chlorine the lower one. So I will begin from here giving this place 1, this place 2. So 2-chloromethylbenzene or 4-chloromethylbenzene. In acetylation, CH3COCl is used, which is acetyl chloride, and whenever you cut down from somewhere, you are removing hydrogen from here to make HCl and attach COCH3 here. So COCH3 will come here. One compound will be ortho, the other will be para, and its name is 2-chloroacetophenone, the other one 4-chloroacetophenone. Now both these reactions I have not written in ring form so that you are able to understand them well. Ring form can be used when you want to show placement. Now in this case I am not showing any placement, so I can say that I have taken one aromatic compound, one aliphatic compound. So one aromatic, one aliphatic. Join C6H5CH3 and sodium will combine with Cl to form sodium chloride. Will be called Booth's fitting reaction. When one compound is aliphatic, the other is aromatic. If both of them are aromatic compounds, again we are going to divide them like this, and so I need to also balance this by writing 2 here. So C6H5 and C6H5 combine and 2NaCl is formed, which is called diphenyl. I told you C6H5 group is called phenyl group. There are 2 of them, so we call them diphenyl.